Oh, okay, reverses. Okay, reverses. Big clothesline. Looks to close it. Oh, he closes him in. Make him say QUALIFIERS. We set up for the finisher after this, surely. Ladies and gentlemen, and new for the finisher after this. Big D, the Natos, and Fitzy Finger. I can't wait for the dumpster match. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Number one wrestling show in sports entertainment. Oh my god. Oh my god. Norm! He's hulking up, ladies and gentlemen. What's Bobby doing on Warzone? A chokeslam to Eden. Romani got pinned. Romani got pinned. The greatest intercontinental champion. All he needs to do is close it. Drew has buried the pop of CAW, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Smeagol eliminated himself. Smeagol just eliminated himself. Oh my god, it's Tony Stone! It's Tony Stone! The wise man! Go to sleep on Drew! Brian Curtis is taking it, ladies and gentlemen! That was a back up that Zeke! Daniel is sucking! Oh, what is his fun doing here? Romanic's done it, ladies and gentlemen! Romanic is the new! He's elevated! He's back from sleep! Oh, he's him! Or will he pick RK, Queen of the Ring? Well, I've always been a fan of Key! I've always been a fan of Key! Spins him round for the first FaceTime of the show. It's King Daniel. Seconds after he won, all three stables have held the World Heavyweight Championship. Oh, Ministry versus Ministry. Dragon Romanic inside Hell in a Cell. That's what we love. Fury wins again. 3, 2, 1. It's just fucking Claymore. Ladies and gentlemen. Hidden blade in the ring. Get on Claymore to Ron. What did Ron do, ladies and gentlemen? I have a vagina, dumb bitch. Oh, Zeke being bent over. One kid, what the fuck? We will catch you in season number 4 for the final time. Until then, this is who we are. Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the RPW universe. Today is a KR day, and today we are excited for a WoW Warzone show. Ladies and gentlemen, I know I am. I'm hoping you are too. Ladies and gentlemen, so much fun to be had in this one. That is for sure, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of fun ahead of us. We are finding out some superstars who are going to Regents Mania. Now, I've already had issues with this bloody chat on screen. I don't know what's going on. I need to find a new one. Because it's messing around too much these days, ladies and gentlemen. It's messing around too damn much for my liking. Do we have music? We do indeed. Fantastic. How's everyone been? Hopefully, everyone had a great weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, everyone had a great weekend and is ready for some RPW action. Hopefully, the chat fixes itself up and gets involved as well. Hello, KR. Don't screw things up. Oh, Jocko's got a new thing. He's got a shield now. Mods have shields. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Goodness gracious me. Very, very nice. I'm going to try not screw some stuff up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to try my best. Now, whether or not I do, I mean, that's another question. You know, that's another question. Me and Torok debut tonight. Very, very exciting, my friend. Very, very exciting indeed. No. Man, I'm excited, dude. I'm excited. I really, 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 really am. Welcome in, Dragon Romanic. A massive match for Dragon Romanic. Just going to get some stuff ready here today on WoW Warzone. A very, very, very exciting matchup, that's for sure. I don't like the shield, prefer the wrench. I prefer the shield. I like the shield. Looks a bit more defensive. You know what I mean? Looks a bit more defensive, which I am a big, big fan of. That is for sure. Hopefully everyone's well today. Hopefully everyone's happy today. Welcome in Tyler West. Returning today, of course, is Mr. Tyler West, which is very, very exciting for him. Should be studying right now, but RPW is on. That is what we are talking about, folks. Sierra Hotel in moderators. That is what we are talking about. So exciting, isn't it? So exciting, ladies and gentlemen. Really, really is. Goodness gracious me. I'm excited today. I'm excited. I'm ready. A lot of fun to be had. I think a lot of fun to be had, ladies and gentlemen. That is for sure. We are indeed finding out. We are indeed finding out some superstars who are going to Regents Mania. I have my list up here next to me, ladies and gentlemen. GMK versus Dragon Romanic. A great, great match. The winner enters the 6-man Intercontinental Championship ladder match. Also, Luca Lemon and Drew. Also, an absolutely massive, massive, massive match, ladies and gentlemen, where the winner will enter the Intercontinental Championship ladder match. We have Bold Brian versus JC Brooklyn, of course, in their beautiful, amazing, illustrious tournament. I believe semi-final, if I'm not mistaken. I believe the semi-final, which again, very, very, very exciting. That is for sure. And then the main event today. Now, I will say, the main event is an interesting one because it is for the prestigious championship, ladies and gentlemen. It is for the prestigious championship. Can't wait for Tyler West match. You know what? First, we'll spin the wheel. Let's spin the wheel first. See what the wheel has to offer. Jocko requested question marks today, so we have question marks. Let's spin the wheel today, and then we'll have a little talk. Semi-final, okay. Let's have a look at what it lands on. It lands on a no. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes they're question marks, sometimes they are not. Dragon Romanic, the new randomizer champion after last week, of course, gets off today with not defending, or without defending, I should say. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, let's dive into the intro. We have a lot to talk about, a lot of questions, and a lot of things to go over. And we have a great opener. Chase Cruz and Sibs, ladies and gentlemen. Champ vs. Champ. Respin, ladies and gentlemen. This is who we are.
So pull me out of the dark tonight. I'm losing faith, but trying to feel alive. If every scar is just a piece of truth, then let me break and fall right back to you. I'm reaching out, even if I'm fading. There's a war inside the silence when I breathe. And though the sky is falling faster every day, I'm begging for a reason I should stay. So pull me out of the dark tonight. I'm losing faith, but trying to feel alive. If every scar is just a piece of truth, then let me shake it from the start to you. I'm reaching out, even if I'm fading.
It is a big one, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in Elite Pusher Gamer from India into World Warzone, kicking things off hot and heavy, ladies and gentlemen. Intercontinental Champion Chase Cruz versus Universal Champion of Sibs. The rematch from Fury, Daniel. The rematch. Last time these two faced off, Chase Cruz came out on top in one of the most shocking victories, one of the most shocking championship changes in RPW history. as he took the Intercontinental Championship off of Sims. I think I saw Rick ref in this match. I got told Rick's not here again today, but apparently Rick wanted to show up. Now, Chase Cruz, we have Intercontinental Championship qualifiers today, meaning the winners of today, GMK Beast Dragon, Luca Lamin and Drew, those two superstars will book their ticket for Regents Mania in that 6-man ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. Of course, that is a new tradition in RPW. So I'm very, very excited to see who goes there. Of course, we know Chase Cruz will be defending at Mania. I think he deserves it, ladies and gentlemen. He's been a great champion, 123 days now, and I think he's been really good. The chosen one with that Intercontinental Championship. Fair play to him for defending at Mania, getting to Mania in that ladder match. There is Rick, of course, and he goes up today against the Universal Champion of Sibs. Now, Sibs, ladies and gentlemen, Sibs is coming off a loss against the World Heavyweight Champ on Toxic Thursday, which I think shocked a few people, especially the way it went down, how quickly it went down. I think shocked a few people, ladies and gentlemen, as Sibs makes his way out again. He was around 70%. Chase Cruz ran off 41%, which is much, much better for him. Sibs, 69%. And 59 and 27 in singles matches, 10 championships to his record, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in Tiff Wu here to World Warzone. A lot of big names showing up today. Very, very exciting time. That is for sure. To get Regents Mania looming. Everyone's trying to make the name know. RK keeps saying, you know, he can't miss this show in Japan. We know it's at the Tokyo Dome. RK wants to be there. We don't know if he will be. The main event today, we have Nicole O'Grady, Bobby Geist, and Sienna Violet. The winner is the first the only World Warzone superstar joining the championship scramble at Regents Mania for Open prestigious title. We have Haley Calco, Olivia Laurent, and Cheese from Fury. So that's 3. We're going to have 1 today from World Warzone, and then it leaves 1 spot left from Fury, ladies and gentlemen. So there's only 1 World Warzone superstar for the prestigious championship scramble match. Of course, Hope Eternal being one of those spots as well. So it's a massive, massive main event today. That is for sure. Buongiorno, everyone. Kai Diego, former United States champion. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome in to World Warzone's opener, Chase Cruz and Sibs. I've got the heater on my back, and oh, it feels very, very toasty. It's why I'm in a t-shirt. Rick rings the bell. World Warzone's underway, folks. And here we go. Chase Cruz, a big kick across the face, happening to the crowd already. He knows what he done against Sims last time these two faced off. He took the Intercontinental Championship off him 123 days ago in a shot on Fury. And if Chase Cruz can get the win again, he can shock this World Warzone crowd. And already Chase Cruz off to a very, very quick start. This man is on a mission to prove why he is the chosen one. Holy moly, what a start to World Warzone. This is what you want for an opener, ladies and gentlemen. High energy from Chase Cruz, who is still amping this crowd up. Drop kick down low. Sims finally reverses, though. What a start, ladies and gentlemen. Is Gore suspended, by the way? Is he just going to be unscathed from this after such a terrible actions? Again, that's up to Jocko, like Gore said it himself. I do find it rather outrageous that nothing happened. Chase Cruz going back for another drop kick. This one connecting. And again, hyping the crowd up, ladies and gentlemen. Feeling confident in himself. Feeling very confident off the rope. Rebounding. It's like a knee strike off the face. And Chase Cruz, man. Oh, my goodness. Chase Cruz is absolutely flying in this opener. Goodness gracious me. Some tag team action up next. We have some interesting tag team matches today. Andrea and Sasha, Tiff and Zara, and then we have Outlaw and Toro teaming up against Air Boom. Some very, very interesting tag team matches today. That's for sure. Very different tag team matches. As Sibs goes for a pinfall on Chase Cruz 2 count. I made a promise that I will be on my best behavior with referees moving forward. Oh, great. Just do whatever you want, but then as long as you make a promise, then you're okay. It baffles me, but it's Mania season. Time to focus on me. GMK vs Dragon today. Massive match. Really massive match. Later on today. Sibaruni looks to get back to winning ways after his loss on Toxic. I'm intrigued to see what Toxic looks like this week, of course. Under new management. Drew Payne and Haley Calco. Very interested to see how it looks. Off the rope again. Unlucky in your title match, Kaiju, says Daniel Black. And again, from Friday Night Fury, Kaiju Yeager had a title rematch against Jocko. And all hell broke loose as Daniel Black made his way into the ring. Uppercut off that headbutt reversal. Lovely back and forth. Tyler West making his return. He's in action today against Martin the Mouth, of course. I need some security out there for more Warzone. I just feel like the attack was pointless because you're back to the default nice goal, making promises and kissing asses. I agree. I agree. Shooting star pressed by Chase Cruz. Sibs. Back to back. Losses. Oh my goodness. Ay, 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 ay. I thought Chase Cruz had it won, ladies and gentlemen. How close was that? Don't piss me off, says Kaiju. Daniel Black not making friends with the former US champion, that's for sure. After that brutal attack on Jocko, Tyler West came out to help. Over the sanction, though, it's going to be decided, or it's already decided. I think Jocko should just ban him from Regents Mania. Say you're not going to Regents Mania, personally. I mean, Gore's not booked today. Who knows? Who knows? Don't give me PTSD with piss. Well. Sibs with the right-handers. Gore, as much as you try and be terrible, you always be default Gore. Damn, dude. That's a crazy sentence. Default Gore. Nice powerbomb by Sibs. Pointing on to Chase Cruz. And it's interesting, a match with Sibs. Normally, he's the favorite. Everyone loves watching Sibs in the ring, but Chase Cruz getting... What hit with a Claymore as he reverses it. Welcome in Sasha Fierce. Basic Gore, true statement, though. I agree with it, to be fair. Factory reset Gore, crazy. His crowd is actually booing Sibs and cheering Chase. The Chosen One has really made a name for himself as a proper dog in RPW. The RPW universe cheering him on. Louder than the Golden Boy Sibs. No, I do agree with it. I do agree with it. If you're gonna do something bad like attacking a ref, you can't just come back the next week and say, "Oh, I apologize. I'm focusing on winning a title again." Like you've been like, it makes the attack just seem pointless now. I agree with you. I'm just saying it's crazy. People say factory reset Gore, basic Gore. Not what you want to hear, that's for sure. Elite Pusher Game. If you want to join RPW, become a YouTube member and get involved in RPW, my friend. Sim slowly working away on at Chase Cruz. Double-handed choke slam. Brutal maneuver. Chase Cruz fighting his way out of it. Kicks have missed, though. Up on his shoulder. Into the pile driver. Chase Cruz. Great performance, ladies and gentlemen. But Sibs' pile driver was too damn much. Quick start, quick opener. Chase Cruz, man, what a start. What a start. That's the resiliency from Sibs, though. His opponent started stronger. The crowd was all for Chase Cruz. Some big reversals, a massive shooting star press. But Sibs gets revenge from their last match. What a power driver. The Dominator Sibs kicks things off with a victory on World Warzone. Nothing like opening up a show with your Universal Champion. I thought Chase Cruz had it as well. Good match. Chase Cruz is a future world champ in my books. You know what? If he continues with these performances, I would back it. I would back it. I really, really would. A future world champion. I really, really would. I think he's been absolutely amazing as of late. Sibs needed a win after losing on Thursday. And it does show the difference between world champ and mid-card champ. But even still, Chase Cruz, man, what a performance. What a performance. Bit of tag team action. The women tag team champs, of course, Portia and Liv. Very interesting duo is Portia and Liv. I love them too as tag team champions personally. Maybe one of these two new teams could potentially challenge. I like this match because Sasha and Tiff are on opposite teams. And again, both of them need to win a championship before they can challenge for that Evolution title. They both need to win a championship first. So I kind of like them being on opposite teams because one of them has to win today. You know what I mean? I think it's rather fun knowing one of them have to pick up the win. I do love Sasha Fierce's Tron, man. I'm glad that she's back. Andrea and Sasha, high-key cooks, two powerful women. I think Andrea and Sasha, I think it's a very strong tag team. And again, maybe this is Jocko's way of pushing these two or trying to railroad these two into the tag team division just a little bit. Because I think tag team is a very stacked up division, obviously. And it could be the way for these two females. Andrea's having an awful season, but even still, every time I see her, I'm sort of like, she could pull something out the bag. You know what I mean? Because of her size and stature, she could pull something out the bag. I am a big fan of Andrea Garcia. Done really well in the Indies. Came into RPW looking to rock the house. And again, not the best season, but we'll see how she does today in tag team action. Formerly teaming up with Alana Carr, of course, ACAG. I do like Andrea Garcia, man. She has the aura, she has the look. And the entrance. Just needs some wins in her pocket. I love the Tron as well, the black and gold look. TMK says good luck, Sasha. As Garcia makes her way down to the ring to team up with Sasha Fierce. Been a long time. RK, welcome in. 901. I'm going to call you 901. Season 5 is Andrea Garcia's season. You know what? Like, I wouldn't be surprised. I like Andrea Garcia. I mean, she's on 18%. She was 44% last year, 12 and 28 total now. She is a former Liberty champion, so she has a title in her bag, is the thing. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she wins another title, even off this horrible season. Maybe it's like a Brandon Bombs type season. Sasha's looking to hype her up and get her ready for this match, ladies and gentlemen. That's the other tag team. We have Tiffany Wu making her way to the ring. Maybe season 5 of Tiffany Wu's season. Still looking for her first championship in RPW, of course, is Miss Tiffany Wu. She takes a step back and gets ready to dance with the inflatables. Getting some energy in the World Warzone arena. The Tiff buddies getting good energy going around the arena. I like what Tiffany Wu brings to the table. I like what she brings to the table. I'm excited to see. Can she get a tag team victory? Is the question. I think I ran over the female in RPW season 5. And she'll win Regents Mania 4 if she's in it. Interesting. That is poor. Oh! Well, that is not Zara Felix. I saw Portia Van out as Tron, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think Alexa Caldwell quite got the memo. You ready for the fastest change in RPW history? She has a reversible attire, which I love. I know Tiffany was asking to team up with Alexia. I didn't think it was actually going to happen, though. Ladies and gentlemen. I did not think it was actually going to happen. Tiff Wu looks a bit confused. As if she didn't know it was going to happen. I think Alexia Caldwell missed the memo that she was not booked today. Alexia does what she wants. Maybe Mr. Van Ouden said it's going to happen. The reversal will get Tiff Wu and Sasha Fierce start off. Rick refereeing again. Andrea Garcia and Alexia Caldwell. Well, fair enough, ladies and gentlemen. Alexia Caldwell is Tiffany Wu's partner. How very, very interesting. How very, very interesting. I mean, we know Mr. Van Ouden clearly has power. I mean, Street Money certainly knows that, of course, on World Warzone. Street Money has, if you missed it, in the past few days recently been fired, been let go from Regents Pro Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, as Andrea Garcia's tagged in. Nice back, Rick. Yeah, Street Money has lost his contract in RPW. So Mr. Van Ouden clearly pulling some strings. Fired Money. No need. Oh, double spear. Both are flying past each other. Bumping backs. Pretty cool spot. There's Garcia with his strength. First pinfall on Tiffany Wu. No money. It's a sad day, man. It's a sad day. Was him and Tay Jones still teaming? I don't really know. No Tay Jones today, either. Tay Jones don't get the respect, man. Tay Jones don't get the respect by I like Tay Jones. Street Money now on the street with no money. We don't have to make fun of a man when he's down, do we? We don't have to make fun of a man when he's down. I think it's quite sad. I like Street Money. But, no longer in RPW, I'm afraid. These things, they do happen. As Tiff Wu goes face first. She is just not feeling it right now, is she? They won't laugh when the truth about the Van Oudens come out. I mean, listen, I'm too Vince Stan. I'm not getting involved in all that. I'm not getting involved in all that. In the politics of why. I'm just reporting on the news. Sasha Girl Fierce tagged in. As is Alexia Caldwell. Ladies and gentlemen, we've not seen much of Alexia Caldwell. We've not seen much. So I am intrigued to see how she... Oh! How she looks in the ring. We've seen a bit more of Portia Van Ouden, a bit more Gerard Caldwell, who I think are both very, very talented. Not seen much of Alexia Caldwell. She's very quick. She's very quick, very nippy. We've seen how she changed out of her gear. Unlucky in that. Sasha Fierce just watching Alexia fall to the ground in front of her. Adam Sana, second row back there. Shaq in front of him. Ooh! Exploder into the corner. Sasha or Tiff, one of these two getting a win. And again, maybe this is the start of a tag team. I mean, Sasha and Andrea. Maybe this is the start of a tag team for them. Maybe this is the start of a tag team for them. Who knows? Big choke slam by Garcia. Brutal maneuver. Boston Crab submission. Tiff Wu watching on. Alexia Caldwell. She did say she was flippy, gymnastic-y. There we go, connecting with the bigger Garcia. Okay. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad, Irish Whip. Garcia stronger, though. Garcia head full of steam. Oh, nice dodge from Caldwell. Very nice dodge out the way. Oh, and submissions is something I didn't quite expect from her, I'll be honest with you. And Sasha Fierce did enter the ring. I think that was quite silly. Sasha Fierce did enter. So she cannot re-enter. Big spine buster. Spinning spine buster on the logo. Let's see her no. Just noticed a knee brace as well. Maybe just protective. Maybe just protective. It was wasted. I think Tiff Wu got tagged in there. We didn't see it. She did indeed. Andrea Garcia. Oh. Caldwell down on the outside. Andrea Garcia! What a slam down on Tiffany Wu. Goes for the pinfall, and Tiff Wu with the resiliency. Alexia did enter the ring. Smart by Garcia to go for a tag. Alexia cannot re-enter. Sasha Fierce versus Tiff. Both banned from the Evolution, remember. Until they win a title. And there's not many opportunities. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't go in the tag division, really, because there's not many opportunities you can get to actually win a title. That is not the Evolution. Big spear by Tiff Wu. Cutting Garcia in half. Smart to go for a tag. Very smart. Alexia back in against a much bigger Andrea. There's a spear of her own. Both connecting. Caldwell chopped in a half. Sasha Fierce in. Alexia moves out of the way, though. Up to the corner goes Sasha Fierce. Handstand. Lovely maneuver. Alexia Caldwell. That was from the bottom rope. Ladies and gentlemen. From the bottom rope. Oh, Rick. Always in the way, man. He's only just come back. Look at Alexia taking down Andrea. And going for the tag. I mean, Rick didn't see it. Is that legal? Is that legal? I don't know. Rick's only just come back from injury, man. Oh, of course, Tiff getting distracted. Going for the non-legal superstar. I don't think that's smart, Rick. Holding on to that belly. I don't think it's smart from Tiff Wu, to be honest with you. I really don't think it's smart. Because now you're blindsided by Sasha Fierce. And to the outside goes Tiff Wu. Alexia looking at looking at Andrea. Sasha Fierce joins her. Whilst they're outside, you know what? I'm going to get a cracker. I feel like it's warranted. Whilst they're outside. How is that legal? I mean, who knows anymore, eh? Who knows anymore? Tiff Wu and Sasha Fierce on the outside. I'll dip it in some Nutella just to test it. Just to test it, see if it's still good. Just to test it. Oh, no. Rick is counting. Andrea and Alexia going at it. They're going at it. Oh, boy. Count of 8. Count of 9. Sasha Fierce. Tiff Wu's pushing her off. Ladies and gentlemen, Caldwell's in the ring. Rick calls it, though. Rick calls it, though. Alexia Caldwell was in the ring. Rick calls it. And the match ends via double countout. Ladies and gentlemen, whoa, Warzone, we are back. Whoa, Warzone. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Another double countout. Jocko's going to get pissed at these double bloody countouts. He ain't reffing, man. He's going to get pissed at these double countouts, dude. How many double countouts have we had on Whoa Warzone? Goodness gracious me. Alexia was in the ring. She was ready. She was ready. But Sasha Fierce and Tiff Wu, they both kept jostling. They both kept fighting. You feel like giving another pep talk? Well, we'll move on to the illustrious tournament, ladies and gentlemen. We will move on to the illustrious tournament as we have Mr. JC Brooklyn making his way down to this ring, who will go to the finals, ladies and gentlemen. JC Brooklyn or Bold Brian. One of these two will take on a Crazy Smile Man. And then one of those two will go to Regents Mania, which JC Brooklyn could stand their ticket today. One step closer, at least, to Regents Mania. Battle of the Bolds. Really good. Oh, yeah, he used to have a man bun. That's gone again. He shaved it again. Damn. Look at this pussy. He's even pink, which is fitting. Crazy. Dylan Chaos, not a fan of JC Brooklyn. As Brooklyn goes up against the boldest of Bryans, ladies and gentlemen. Bold Brian, first ever World Heavyweight Champion. Who was the legal man, or who was the legal woman? I mean, who knows anymore? Who knows anymore, ladies and gentlemen? Who knows anymore? Who knows? He's so white, dude. Goodness gracious me. I'm not talking about Bold Brian. Do love the song, though. JC, but you know what? It's a fun match. I'll be honest with you. The illustrious tournament this year, it's been so different than what I expected it to be. It was the biggest illustrious tournament ever. I didn't expect Crazy Smile Man. I didn't expect Bold Brian. I didn't expect JC Brooklyn. I'll be honest with you. There's some surprises late on in this tournament. But I'm not mad at it. We've had some fun. We've had some fun matches. Bold Brian looking for those boldies. Where are they, ladies and gentlemen? He's looking for those boldies. Does he see any? Oh, he's nodding. He sees a few boldies. JC Brooklyn and Bold Brian. One-on-one. Winner goes to the finale. The final. The ending of the illustrious tournament. And here we go. JC Brooklyn trying to steal it. Right a bloody way. He gets a 1 count. The baddest of Brian. Hey. Bad as in like, oh, you're a baddie. I hear it. He's ripped. JC a bit of back hair there. Pink is good, but not for JC. That is just ultimate hating. Bro said a color's not good for you. That is just ultimate hating. I kind of like JC's attire. The more I see, I kind of like it. I think the pink's better than the white. And JC's been doing decent recently. I mean, they got to the semi-final after winning that Battle Royale. The Battle of the Losers. He became the winner of the Losers. Bold Brian looks like he's going to snap JC Brooklyn in half, though. Spiral versus Smiley up next. Yeah, I'll save my crackers for that match, I think. I'll save my crackers for that match. Bold Brian goes for another pinfall. Hits the leg on JC Brooklyn. Gets a 1 count. Having nachos for dinner today. Can't wait. Keeping it simple. Keeping it classy. Bit of finger food. Finger fantasy. JC Brooklyn, Irish Rip. It's alright, JC will learn his lesson. You have my word. Cryptic. My friend, very cryptic. Wait, what did JC do to you? Did I miss something? What was that? What happened? Nachos, Jocko, nachos. Come to think of it, JC has pink and white ties just like I do. Weird. Good colors, man. Good colors. Good colors. Nachos, Jocko. Yes, I was the legal person, Jocko. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I mean, Sasha and Tiff were fighting on the outside. Coldwell was in the ring. You know, I don't know. Oh, see, I thought I missed a message, Dragon. I was like, why are they saying Jocko? I thought I missed a message. Cool, didn't ask. Yeah, I thought I missed a message. I was very confused. That's why I was looking. Because they kept saying Jocko about Legal Man. I don't think he asked. Thing is, Tiff was tagged in while Rick was down. Lexi was in the ring and he counted out. I'm not 100% sure. Hey, man. I mean, the ref called it. The ref called it, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Depth of Van Nauf, by the way. Great book. Underrated. The author liked my comment on TikTok. So, you know, very underrated book. Go read it. 2 people called me Joe. Bro, I was so confused. Oh, back to back. Not another illustrious tournament match with a double. Oh, Bold Brian, you lucky boy. You lucky, lucky boy. I called him out and he said no. A wrestler saying no to wrestling. Then called me piss boy. Now he's come out as pussy pink boy. Damn. I mean, it's always the story in RPW. Someone calls out someone and that person says, oh, you're too beneath me. And then someone calls out that person and that person says, oh, you're too beneath me. And then someone calls out, it just goes on and on and on. Welcome in Ryan Curtis. Bullet Club is fine. Welcome in Ryan Curtis. Another count indeed. Outlaw, how are you feeling for your tag match later? We didn't get to see that twice in a row. Welcome in Crossy boy. Cross watching from home today. Not booked today, interesting. I feel like you've been booked rather regularly on my Warzone, so I was kind of surprised not to see your name. I was kind of surprised not to see your name. Confident. Well, I like to hear against former tag team champs Air Boom. Ryan Curtis greeting everyone normally is abnormal. JC Brooklyn looking quite good, you know. He's called Regents Pro Wrestling, not Regents No Wrestling. Hey-oh! There's a quote. JC Brooklyn! JC Cairo Bob Bryan. Send this man to the finals. 1, 2, and 3 for JC Brooklyn. Ladies and gentlemen, they're going to the finals against Crazy Smile Man. Oh, and there is Dylan Chaos, made in Chaos. He said he'll get what he deserves, ladies and gentlemen. He was very, very angry. Comes out with a kendo stick. And JC Brooklyn can't even celebrate their semi-final victory as Dylan Chaos absolutely ruins his celebrations, ladies and gentlemen. Goodness gracious me. JCV's Crazy in the finals. We may see JCV Sibs at Regents Mania 4. Goodness gracious me, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? Just for that thought, I've got to eat some cracker with Nutella on it just for that thought. JC Brooklyn and Sibs at Regents Mania 4 in Japan. Ironic. Now he's beneath me, literally. Cold. Very cold. He just made it to the tournament final with Regents Mania on the horizon. JCV's Crazy. I'll be honest, I did not see that coming from this illustrious tournament. I did not see that coming, but that's the fun of the illustrious tournament. Sometimes it's names you don't expect. This is spiraling out of control. That was so funny. That made me smiley. Crazy is a big boy. He is indeed. I mean, beating Bob Bryan's good, to be fair. I'm not taking that away. JC Brooklyn done very, very well to get to the final. For someone like JC who's had quite a bad season. That is not bad at all. That is really not bad. So much chaos. I'd point out you didn't make out the first round, but neither did JC. But JC got a rematch. JC got another chance. What a Tron. It is very nice. Too bad it's for Smiley. But it is very nice. It is very, very nice. It is a very cool Tron. It is very, very cool. One of my favorites. You know what the mad thing is? When Smiley announced and he was like, oh, I'm for the people. I want people to like me again. I want to be happy again. If he stuck with that for more than like 3 days, he could have been so over with the RPW universe. People started to like him. But then he threw it all away trying to be an idiot again. Music and bro, he has the entrance to be like a very fun mid-card superstar that people like. But then he threw it all away for some reason. Like he could be like a Kaiju Jaeger on Mondays. He threw it all away though. Trying to ruin Toxic and demanding title matches and stuff like. I don't understand it. He could have been very liked. He could have been very, very liked. He's dragging him on a kryptonite as well. Like, he has that going for him. He could have been very, very liked. He could have had a very fun little mid-card career, but he got all weird. He got all weird. I do like this Spiral guy as well. I'm glad he's getting a chance to shine on World Wars. So we have Tyler West and Martin the Mouth up next. A little rematch from their tournament. Stop it, there's only one. Maybe not on your level, Kaiju. But at least I kind of like you, you know what I mean? Spiral starting off very strong here. Starting off very, very strong. Ooh! Wrenching that arm back. Massive main event today. Fatal 4-way. Ooh! Big DDT. From Smiley. Well. Looks like I'm going to the finals. Looks like you are indeed a Reno, my friend. Looks like you are indeed a Reno. How very, very exciting for you. Spiral from the corner. Nice DDT. Good win, JC, by the way. Very good win. Excited for Sierra in that. She deserves a share of the opportunities. On his bouncy, Smiley has some nice intangibles. It's just annoying that he's an unlikable piece of shit, you know what I mean? Because other than that, he's got some niceties about him. I'll trip off the rope. Jumping up top, holding on for the Spanish fly. Boom! Planting Spiral. Middle of the ring. Ralph reffing this one. Good to see Ralph helping out World Warzone today. JC was in World Warzone World Cup final. And now Illustrious Tournament final. 3 weeks in a row. Winning feels great. 3 weeks in a row. Now, yeah, JC was in the World Cup final as well in World Warzone. He's having a little bit of a resurgence, you know. He's having a little bit of a resurgence of their career, which is always a nice thing to see. Again, JC's another one, though. They win one match, and they get so confident. Wasn't he saying, like, he's the best wrestler in the company a minute ago? And, like, oh, he won the World Warzone World Cup. Shout out Wales. He's a tournament wrestler. But then they'll win one match and say they're the best thing in RPW history. Then they'll go and lose for 2 weeks. We won't hear from them. They'll say, oh, I need to do better. Then they'll win and say they're the best again. That's the only problem. It's a cycle. Like, didn't you go on like a streak of like September 2025 to like November or December 2026? Like, oh no, like September 2025 to like December 2025. You're on like a 3-month losing streak or something like that. And then you won a couple matches and said you're the best wrestler in RP. I'd be like, I think some people just don't help the. I think some people talk and just ruins it. It's a stupid video, you know what I mean? Again, JC, I think JC's the same as Smiley. JC Brooklyn could be like one of the most beloved mid-card superstars in RPW. He could be absolutely loved by the RPW universe. Have a couple mid-card title reigns here and there. Maybe get a tag team here and there. But his mouth just ruins it for him. Don't go yapping on some, I told you so, I was the great. You know, like, not everyone needs to tell everyone I'm the best thing in the world. Just because you won a couple matches. Like, it's good being confident, but I feel like no one wants to be happy in RPW and just, like, appreciate their wins. Or even when they lose, look at it in positivity. When people lose, they get depressed. They win, they say they're the best and gloat. There's no middle ground for people. No one just says, oh, you know what, I tried my best, let's be happy. And that's why the RPW universe love Kaiju, because that's what he does. He gives it his all. He shows up when he's needed. And he says, you know what, I lost, but hey, I tried my best. I won, hey, thank you for cheering me. I think that's where a lot of superstars in the mid-card struggle. They try to be the best. I just want to look out for me. I tried pleasing people and it got me nowhere. Again, though, you say that, but you didn't, really. I mean, you tried to recruit Anthony Richards, who betrayed you, and that's not really pleasing people. I'm talking about the RPW universe. I'm not talking about other superstars. I'm talking about the fans at large. I mean, trying to please the RPW locker room, that's near impossible. Because people are going to hate on everything. But I'm talking about the fans. But again, I'm not saying you have to, obviously. You know, you don't want to be cheered, that's up to you. But I just feel like people would care so much more. Oh, Spiral just touched the fucking roof. Goodness gracious me, ladies and gentlemen. Spiral comes out with a massive World War Zone victory. Well, that was very, very nicely done. Did you see how high that man went, ladies and gentlemen? Can we see that again, please? I think it's another case of victim card. The whole world is against me. I agree, GMK. I agree. They lose a couple matches and they think everyone's against them. Again, I mean, it's you know, we could talk about it for hours. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Yeah. I think a lot of people think the same way. And a lot of people do the same thing of like, love a Phoenix Smash. I think a lot of people do the same thing of like, they lose a couple matches and think the world's against them or something like that, you know what I mean? Which is a shame, because again, I think there's so many superstars that could be absolutely beloved in the RPW universe. I really, really do, but these things, they happen, eh? These things, they happen. Ladies and gentlemen, little rematch here on World War Zone from the illustrious tournament. We have Tyler West. We have Martin, the Mouth. I do like Martin's Titantron. I'm hoping Tyler West Titantron is updated. I don't know if that's a new song or whatnot. We shall see. Been a while since we've seen Tyler West, so I don't know what was ready for him. I don't think it was. The red lights were ready, though. Goodness gracious me. Very, very red. Is this the first time seeing Tyler West? Oh my goodness. I thought that was red, then it's gold. Enter down, his hand is wrapped up, ladies and gentlemen. That hand is gloved up. Here's a little wrist tape on that. Oh, little... Tyler West on World War Zone. One versus all. Well, Tyler West, he's bopping his way down. Oh, those lights, goodness. Oh my God, look at that. Woo! Bouncy. That is a light show and a half. That is mesmerizing. Ladies and gentlemen. Little shibby. Tyler West back on Mondays. Good to have Tyler West back on Mondays as well. He was definitely missed, and I'm definitely excited to see what he can do. We do have him up against Martin the Mouth here today, and again, Martin the Mouth, another one. I've personally been enjoying Martin the Mouth. Pause. I think Martin's great, though. I like him. The mask, not too sure about, but that right there, I mean, that is a shot and a half, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? That is a shot and a half, and every time we see it, it is a shot and a half. As the big body makes his way down to the RPW universe. Look at the flames. I like his look, man. I like his look. Martin is as wide as West can go. I'm interested to see Tyler West again. Maybe a bit of ring rust, a bit of injury in him. We'll see how his hand fares, ladies and gentlemen. It is Tyler West and Martin the Mouth. One-on-one. Now, of course, last time these two faced off. Well, I mean, last time, Tyler West was not going by Tyler West, of course. He was going by Zeke. They faced off in the illustrious tournament where Morrigan got involved, and that was Zeke officially being kicked out, removed from the Final Testament. And now it's Tyler West. He's back. The Dark Horse is feeling it, ladies and gents. Big, big, big knockdown there. Martin the Mouth plummets down. And Tyler West goes over. Stalking his prey in a big spear as he rolls through. Tyler West looking to end this one quickly, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go about Tyler West. Oh, was he Tyler West on that match? Oh, he might have been. Wasn't that the debut, actually, of his new name? Oh, yeah, you're right, actually. Sorry. You're right. He was going about Tyler West, and you are right. Sorry. I mean, even that feels like it was so long ago now. You are correct. You are correct. I like the strength on display Right in the mouth, crawling away already. Tyler West sauntering up, taking his time. Of course, Daniel Black a couple of weeks ago, or a few weeks ago now, I think it was actually. Big German suplex. Beautiful maneuver. Daniel Black, of course. Oh, I'll say his name and he appears. Ladies and gentlemen, I was going to talk about the chair on his hand, and that is Daniel Black's Tron and Song, ladies and gentlemen. And sneaking in behind Tyler West. Look out, Daniel Black from behind. And Tyler West, I think, saw him coming, ladies and gentlemen. He saw him coming in the ring. I think he knew after what happened on a Friday Night Fury. Tyler West saw it coming. And Tyler West got the leg up on Friday. And now gets the leg up on Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel Black trying to sneak into the ring, but maybe the distraction was worth it. Aura as Martin the Mouth now on top of Tyler West. Speak of the devil, literally as soon as I said it, we have security ushering Daniel Black to the back, making sure he does not get involved anymore. They took him off into the crowd to be out of the way, but maybe the damage was done because Martin the Mouth has taken over here. And maybe that's what Daniel Black wanted. What a bum. Take your walk of shame, Daniel. Ruined the United States Championship match. Tried to ruin this one. He went for the Burning Hammer, which imminently got reversed, ladies and gentlemen. Imminently got reversed. Oh, it's always interesting when that happens. I mean, the thing is, Tyler West, I mean, Daniel Black before the match said, I'm looking forward to your match. Maybe that gave too much away to Tyler West. Maybe he knew, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe he knew what was coming. Maybe he knew, but again, maybe the damage was done. Because Martin the Mouth has really taken over in this one. Really taken over. If Daniel Black just wanted him to lose, he may be getting his wish. Because Martin the Mouth is dominant. And if Martin wins this one, oh boy, we will not hear the end of that, that's for sure. He's still gloating about beating Tyler West once. He said he would do it again. And Martin's not been on a bad performance recently too, not been on a bad run. So I don't think it'd really be out of the question, especially with a distraction like we saw. I don't think it's too out of the question, too out of the way to say Martin the Mouth can pick up a win. Tiffany Wu talking backstage with Alexia Caldwell. What is it with people wanting to twat JC with kendo sticks? Martin the Mouth over to the corner, ladies and gentlemen. Martin the Mouth, baseball. Oh, the knockout punch. Tyler West with blood dripping down his face. 1, 2, 3. Martin the Mouth. He should be called Martin the Fist. Martin the Mouth. Fatso the Fist. I don't know. Goodness gracious me. That was a clean punch, but have a look at this again, folks. Have a look at this. Boom! Low-key, kind of a cold finisher for Martin, you know. Kind of a cold finishing move, Martin the Mouth. 2-0 against Tyler West, ladies and gentlemen. 2-0 against Tyler West. I mean, gonna be hearing some talk about that, that's for sure. 2-0 against Tyler West, which is not too shabby at all, ladies and gentlemen. I'm receiving news. Hold on 1 second before we advance. I'm receiving news. Okay. She was, yeah. Of course. I mean, if that's what's coming from you. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. They was both out. They was both out. He counted to 10. She wasn't. It didn't get seen. Technically, the league. For both or just. Really? Unprecedented. Okay. 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 Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have just received news from to Vince Shimon himself. Ladies and gentlemen. He's been in contact with Mr. Van Ouden, who has been watching today. I can confirm officially on the spreadsheet, Alexia Caldwell was in the ring when the countout was called. As such, on the spreadsheet, Sasha Fierce, Tiffany Wu, and Andrea Garcia will in fact get the loss for being counted out. However, Alexia Caldwell, for being in the ring, will be given the win, ladies and gentlemen, as she was tagged in. She was the legal superstar when Rick was down. So Alexia Caldwell officially gets the victory in that tag team match. Sasha Fierce, Tiffany Wu, and Andrea Garcia will pick up the loss, ladies and gentlemen, courtesy of Mr. Van Ouden and to Vince Shimon, as we advance here in this one. Torok and LPJ go up against Air Boom, ladies and gentlemen, in a 2-on-2 tag team matchup. We appreciate to Vince and Mr. Van Ouden keeping things clear and concise, getting the rules correct. And we just wanted to put that out there of what happened. Congratulations, Alexia Caldwell. I believe her first ever World Warzone victory. Maybe even her first ever RPW victory. I'm not too sure. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's fair play when Tiff was tagged. Rick was down. Rick didn't see the tag. So technically, Alexia Caldwell was in, but Tiffany Wu, if she did get tagged, was out as well. So I think it works out for everyone, ladies and gentlemen. I think it works out for everyone. So we don't get the win as a tag team. No, it goes down as a singles win for Alexia Caldwell. All of you will get a loss. So there you go. All of you will get the loss. PB&J screaming from in the ring. Wrong attire as he's getting slammed by Mugiardi. Speaking of countouts, I think Torok is still the legal man here. He is indeed. Ralph is counting. Mugiardi's going against PB&J though. And Torok's just going to watch. BS take it up with to Vince and Mr. Van Ouden. Bro show, wrong attire. He's getting a bump to the face. Torok just watched. Interesting by Mugiardi to use that on Outlaw, who's not even the legal superstar. There's a lot of confusing tag team antics today, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of confusing tag team antics. Oh! Big slant down by Mugiardi. What a show, ladies and gentlemen. What a show. Ain't a damn soul talking to bro. Was that to Daniel? Was that to Daniel? He lost the match, so it worked. In the end, Torok thrown into the corner. If that was one of us three, that would never happen. Well, I guess you didn't find out, my friend. You should have been in the ring, Tiff. You should have been in the ring. Welcome in, PJ. As one get involved in RPW, my friend, all you have to do is come on over to the red app, !YT, become a YouTube member, and sign your contract, my friend. And then you can get involved with Regents Pro Wrestling live every Monday, Thursday, and Friday. Good to see you over on the purple app, my friend. Pretty sure I've already said YouTube, so we can say Twitch. That's okay. TikTok's gonna shadow ban us anyway. Charmander off the rope. Here's some shenanigans. Can we get a camera going? Where are the others? Oh, they're fighting next to me. I thought I heard something. PB&J and Charmander in the chairs. Brett had to move in the timekeeper's area. As yeah. Let's keep it away from here. Mugiardi with the pinfall in the ring. No one to break up the pin, of course. They're both busy. Ooh. An Outlaw enters the ring anyway. Oh, silly. Silly. Very, very silly. Oh, if that doesn't work, my friend, there we go. There is the link. That should work. I don't think links work on the chat. I think it's... There you go. I think it worked eventually. Hop on over, my friend. Become a YouTube member, join the Discord, and get involved. KR has no peripheral vision confirmed. I was focused on my monitor. I was so focused on my monitor. I heard shenanigans next to me. I mean, to be fair, I missed Daniel Black in the ring, so sometimes I'm so focused on my monitor, I don't lift my head up and actually see around me. PB&J on the outside. Charm on the back up. Torok going up top where he doesn't normally go, ladies and gentlemen. He does not normally venture up that low. That high. I was going to say that low. It's the opposite of high. Up next, we have Luca, Lamin, and Drew in the triple threat matchup. Finding out the first of the 6-man ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship at Regents Mania 4 in the Tokyo Dome of Japan. Konnichiwa. Arigato. I don't know any others. So there you go. I'm in for Twitch. Welcome in, James Gore. 4289. I'm guessing you're PJ. Welcome in, my friend. Good to see you. This is Regents Pro Wrestling. My name's KR, the commentator. Here today on World Warzone on Monday show. We also have shows on Thursday and Friday. If you do have any questions, !Discord. And you can get involved. !RPW stats. We have a spreadsheet full of all the history of RPW. We've been going since 2022. And we are going stronger and stronger every single season, my friend. We have Regents Mania 4 on February 28th and March 1st, our big end of season massive pay-per-view. So a great time to join, my friend. Or you can wait till season 5 kicks off to sign your contract. That's entirely up to you. We do have some rookies waiting for the new season so they can start fresh. It is entirely your choice, my friend. We do also have a Gore in RPW, funnily enough. So that would be funny if you also go by Gore in the ring. Yeah, if you want to join, all you have to do, !join, become a YouTube member. It is just a one-time payment to sign your contract. You will get signed in the Discord with your contract, and you will get given a role. And then your career is yours to make, my friend. Your career is yours to make, whether you're on Monday or Friday. As Mugiardi. Ooh, big leg drop. That's one leg you don't want to be under, my friend. We have some big matches coming up after this one, if you want to stick around to watch out as Air Boom pick up the win against Outlaw and Torok. I believe now Outlaw, ladies and gentlemen, PB&J, he is now 1 for 10 officially, ladies and gentlemen. 1 for 10. Not the best of starts as Maria joins us. I don't want to say that surname, John, just in case. Palauzi? Maria Palauzi? I'll call you Maria MP. I like MP. Is that the new rookie that is waiting for next season, speaking of? Is that the new rookie that is joining next season? I might be wrong. I think it was. But Air Boom pick up the win. This guy, man, 1 for 10. Horror. Not ideal. Air Boom, though. Very, very good performance by those two. It is, I thought so. Welcome in, Maria. That is one of our rookies who is joining next season, which is very, very exciting indeed. Reno. Really, really, really exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, as we advance, things have not gone my way this season. I mean, you can say that again. 1 for 10 is not ideal, my friend. Not ideal as we advance. Triple threat, Fools Can't Anywhere. The winner of this is going to Regents Mania in the 6-man traditional ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship, ladies and gentlemen. Air Boom been going for a long time. They have indeed. They've never had fallouts either. They've always been going strong, which is very, very nice, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this one going. GMK and Dragon up next. The winner of that will join the winner of this. But man, oh man, am I excited as one half of the RPW Tag Team Champions is here on Monday. Listen to this crowd singing along. Luka Novak saying, bring it in close. Bretasaurus, bring it in close. Still need to change that strap to blue. But no one will know as Luka Novak, he's a champ again, ladies and gentlemen. He's a champ again. At least he kept this tune. He is loving it. He is loving it. And the crowd is loving it as well. As he makes his way down. RPW Tag Team Champion Luka Novak. I never thought I'd say those words, ladies and gentlemen. I never thought I'd say those words. RPW Tag Team Champion Luka Novak. Not gonna lie, alright, it's not bad. It's not bad. I never thought Luka would be a tag team champ, a tag team type superstar, but oh man, those belts once on Arcade and Poker, of course, for 405 days. Maybe Luka and Reign can break that championship. Reign, that's a pretty championship. It is not too bad. Ladies and gentlemen, do you believe in the people's pain as Drew Payne is here on Mondays? One last chance, a chance to go to Regents Mania, ladies and gentlemen. A chance to go to Regents Mania. You gotta move. You gotta play the guitar. Say his name and he appears. You can see what it means to him, ladies and gentlemen. A former Regents Mania performer, of course. Former three-time United States champion. Hey! This is his chance, ladies and gentlemen. Side to side for Drew Payne. What's that V in the corner? Never mind. We'll move on. We'll move past it. Drew Payne and Luka Novak in the ring. And boy, oh boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. We spoke of aura. We're talking of Regents Mania winners, ladies and gentlemen. Some say it does not get much bigger than this name when it comes to RPW, when it comes to the big stages, when it comes to World Warzone. Get ready for the renaissance of Lamin Noir as he saunters his way out to the World Warzone stage. Ready for this one. Get that camera in. Nice and tight. Mr. Brett as the ones go up from the Renaissance Lamin Noir. First time I've used Chinese since leaving. Very nice. Sure. Gotta love a bit of Lamin Noir, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Gallery of Violence. Goodness gracious me. Goodness gracious me. What a stacked up match. Luka, Drew, and Lamin Noir. The winner goes to Regents Mania in the traditional six-man ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. Chase Cruz will be defending. Of course, Dragon Marnik was in this very same ladder match 2 years ago at Regents Mania 2, ladies and gentlemen. And he came up short. Lamin Noir never been an Intercontinental Champion before in his massive RPW career. So he's going to be looking at that championship with glee in his eyes, trying to tick it off and add it to his repertoire of championships won in Regents Pro Wrestling. And I think definitely on paper at least, definitely a fan favorite name. Of course, Luka Novak is a champion in this match. The other two are not, but I think when it comes to Lamin Noir, sometimes there's no betting against this man, ladies and gentlemen. There really isn't. As a World Warzone crowd around him, all with their ones up. Oh, I love the blurred effect of the crowd. The lights in the middle. Goodness gracious me. Let's get this triple threat out of the way. It is full scan anywhere rules, of course, which means pinfalls can happen anywhere around the ring. If Lamin hits the ball hammer, he's taking that win. Luka Novak, Drew Payne, and Lamin Noir. Triple threat on World Warzone winner goes to Regents Mania in that six-man ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. And Drew Payne, early doors starting off strong. Luka Novak gets involved, though. Luka's going to want to prove himself. We can see double champ Luka walking out of Regents Mania potentially. I think Luka was also in that ladder match 2 years ago with Dragon Marnik, actually, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure he was. I'm sure Dragon will correct me if I'm wrong. Cover. Early roll-up by Luka Novak. Lamin Noir says absolutely not, but Luka starting off very strong. And again, he is the champion in this one. So there actually might be eyes on Luka. Potentially as the favorite in this match, which is crazy to say in a match with Lamin Noir, but he is the one walking in with gold. Maybe he has what it takes to go on and get double gold. Maybe that means double duty for Luka Novak. Maybe one day defending his title, the next day going for the IC championship. Who knows if he does qualify. It's crazy that I want all three of them to win. I would love all three of these in that 6-man ladder match, to be fair. I really would. Lamin with a roll-up of his own. I mean, some of them, you know, the two of the losers, they might get another chance. I don't know how you're going to do it. I mean, the fact that you said that makes me think you might give them another chance, which, again, is completely for the rules. There's no rule saying they can only have one qualifying match for it. It's your rules. It's your show. I think all three would make great compares in that ladder match. That's for sure. I mean, same as GMK and Dragon up next. I'd love to see both of them in there as well. Lamin with a reversal. Luka sneaking under. I'm going Luka Novak wins. Dare I say, I'm going Luka Novak wins. Just based on his starting performance and the fact that he's already a champion. He did get planted on that kendo stick, but he kicks out straight away. Drew Payne and Lamin, the history those two have. I believe it was Courage to Chaos like 2 or 3 years ago now. It might have been Halloween Hell Inside a Cell, actually. But it was, I think it was Courage to Chaos, where Drew Payne had a match, I believe, against Lamin, where the winner faced Vinu or vice versa. He faced Lamin, and then the winner faced, or he faced Vinu, then the winner faced Lamin. It was one of them. I think it was he faced Lamin, and then the winner of that faced Vinu in the main event. Might have to do some digging. I might have to do some digging just to have a look. I know he definitely faced Lamin. New Year's Resurrection. That was it. Lamin, yeah, New Year's Resurrection. January 8th, 2023, sorry. Starting off 2023, he beat Lamin at New Year's Resurrection and then lost to Vinu for the World Heavyweight Championship. But he has had a world title match at a pay-per-view, and that was in the main event. So Drew Payne is a pay-per-view main event with the world title on the line. Elite Knowledge, I always remember that match. It's one of my favorite matches. Can I be honest with you? UV's Lamin and UV's Vinu, one of my favorite. That was the beautiful World Heavyweight title design, one of my favorite world title designs on Vinu, one of my favorite attires of Venu's too. The whole look was amazing. The pay-per-view was an amazing setting as well. Beating Lamin to then face Vinu. He did lose against Vinu, obviously, but I mean, back then Vinu was Vinu. It was an amazing couple matches. 3 years ago, I know. But I will always remember that pay-per-view and those two matches. Always. I believe that was one of your chairman attires too. One of my favorite attires too, which is why I remember it so fondly. I might be wrong, but I think so. I think it was your red one. It was great. It was. It really was. Again, Drew Payne is, people forget, Drew Payne is a pay-per-view main eventer with the world title on the line. So, and he's done a few other world title matches. The red one, yeah. Drew Payne also ended the reign of Pope 405 days for the UK Championship. People forget that. Drew Payne can ball, ladies and gentlemen. First ever time watching RPW Live. New Year's Resurrection. It was a great pay-per-view, if I remember correctly. Headlined by Vinu and Drew. It was a great pay-per-view. I do like this Payne attire too. I always remember Lamin and Drew. So I love seeing them share the ring again. Ooh, as Drew Payne's head gets knocked off his shoulders. Luka takes Lamin into the corner himself. Oh, but Drew gets in his way. And Lamin pops right back up from behind. Those little random pay-per-view matches that I remember I love, though. Being able to call back to them. Big German suplex, he flips in half. Being able to call back to those matches like that, I love. Just in the back of my mind. I saw Lamin and Drew in the ring, and it just reminded me of it. Baseball bat. Goes Luka. Is Lamin bleeding? No, just Drew Payne bleeding right now. Lamin holds on for the pinfall. Ralph is there. A lot of good resilience in this match. Not a lot of counting needed by the referee. A lot of early kickouts. I like to see that resiliency. I'm just trying to learn people's names. We do have a spreadsheet, Maria. ! RPW stats. We have a spreadsheet. I always use that. You might see me looking over here sometimes at the spreadsheet. I always, I mean, it's open every single day for me, 24/7. I love it. It has all the superstars' names. It has the match history, the titles, the champions, pay-per-views, awards, all stuff like that. So ! RPW stats. I highly recommend it if you want to learn RPW. Drew can ball when he wants, 100%. 100%. That spreadsheet is open to everyone, by the way. If you are watching and you are new, that spreadsheet is public for everyone. You don't have to be a member. That's public for everyone. You can go and do some RPW research. If you need help looking around, let me know. But it is very, very helpful for new fans and superstars alike. Very, very helpful indeed. Yeah, Drew Payne Campbell, again, toxic GM now as well. Oh! A lower tailbone on that baseball bat by Lamin. Drew Payne out of the ring. I know the fans would love a table. But he gets a kendo stick instead. A second kendo stick involved in this one. Watches the drop kick and instantly attacks Luka Novak. Blood sprayed across half of the face of Drew Payne. He sees Lamin Noir, gets him the clothesline into a Hurricane Rana by Luka Novak. He holds on up for the pinfall. And Drew Payne sort of says, well, what are you doing? I'm right there. Who do you think you are? Going for a pinfall call. Curb stomp. Curb stomp. My former Cure tag partner. Down goes Luka Novak. And down goes Drew Payne. A power driver. Drew Payne's head bouncing off Luka's head. Drew Payne may be smart to roll out, though. Lamin can't cover him. I mean, he can go out and cover him. It's full scan anyway, but he chooses to stay in the ring with Luka Novak instead. And has that curb stomp done enough damage? With the added effort of the right-handers and the kendo stick. No. Luka kicks out at 2. Bounces back up. Flips him through. Croatian destroyer. From seemingly out of nowhere, Ralph taking his damn sweet time. I thought Luka might have had it won then. Ralph really taking his time. Drew Payne, there's a chair over there. We spoke of the chair, ladies and gentlemen. Luka going for another Croatian destroyer. This time out of the corner in the kendo stick. Goes Lamin Noir. There is a chair over there, ladies and gentlemen. The chairman is back. He didn't get to use it, though. He didn't get to use it just yet. I love that stuff like that sticks as well. I really do. Luka Novak planted, vacated the ring. Drew Payne has Lamin Noir in his sights. He's setting up for something. He's going for his own destroyer. They're all flipping Lamin around. They're all going crazy. Luka Novak breaks it up at 2, ladies and gentlemen. What a breakup. I knew this triple threat would cook. What a booking by Jocko, ladies and gentlemen. Still have Dragon and GMK to come. And then the fatal 4-way main event. Goodness gracious me. Luka down on that chair, folks. You can see the marks on his back where he's been thrown around. On his face. Oh, as well. Planted yet again. Leg is hooked. Blood dripping down. Just a wonker. Luka's resilience has been crazy recently. Really crazy. Lamin, Irish whip, kitchen sink. Lovely knee strike up top. Luka, I think, trying to go for that neck breaker. Someone keeps interrupting him, though. Snake eyes in the corner. Oh, and there's blood on the face of Luka, ladies and gentlemen. Blood on the face of Luka Novak. What a stunner by Drew. Lamin, the only one not to draw blood just yet. Luka, nice dodge. Thought he might go into the neck breaker, but no. Drew Payne. Maybe he heard the comment about the blood not being on. Oh, Lamin. His left hand is brutal. Knee strike to Luka. Drew just leaves the ring like he always does. Drew's brought all of these weapons in the ring, I think. Mania without Lamin would be crazy. Well, Mania without Lamin, Mania without Daniel, Mania without RK. Those are 3 big names right now. Brandon Bombs might, I mean, we don't know. There's a lot of big names potentially not going to Mania right now. There are some long reigns. There are a lot of long reigns right now. And it's interesting because this year we've had some long reigns, but we've also had a lot of new champions this year. Oh, smart by Drew to roll away. But there's a lot of long reigns right now. A lot of long reigns right now. A lot in the women's division too. Equally some in the men's. I know Cheese is at 254. Hope at 322. Swinging neck breaker. Sims 163. Chase 123. Dino 95. Amber 105. Some really, really long title reigns. Some really long title reigns. Yeah, there's a lot of potentially big names not going to be at Mania. Which could be quite a shock to the system. Ralph keeping an eye on Drew. Rolls into the ring. Not much fighting outside the ring today, interestingly enough. It is full Scandinavia, but they kept it in the ring. I kind of like that. I really like that. I mean, right-handers. Maybe looking for a package power driver. Big power slam. Down goes Novak. Not seeing many power drivers from Lamin. Only one big move connecting by him so far. One signature move. I said a lot of big moves, but one signature move. Nice combo hook in the arms and throwing. Drew away, goes for the pinfall. That was a nice maneuver, to be fair. The forearm in the blood of Drew Payne, and Lamin Noir is going to Mania. Luka Novak is kicking the air. That was a very nice move. And the Renaissance will be going to Regents Mania. Daniel Black said Mania without Lamin would be crazy. Wow. Mania. We'll see Lamin again, of course, last year. One of the biggest moments, maybe, or the biggest moment, it literally one moment of the year, was Sibs returning against Lamin Noir. This year, Lamin's not looking at Sibs just yet. I mean, I think Lamin will always be looking at Sibs after what happened 100%. They will always have that back and forth. But Regents Mania, his priority, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be going up that ladder and grabbing the Intercontinental Championship away from Chase Cruz and away from 4 other superstars as well as Chase Cruz, ladies and gentlemen. And the best part is we find out one of those superstars up next in the penultimate match of Woe Warzone, ladies and gentlemen. The Cruiserweight Champion, GMK, versus the Randomizer Champion, Champions Champ in the penultimate, Dragon Romanic. And again, one of these two superstars will join Chase Cruz, will join Lamin Noir in the 6-man traditional ladder match. Now, if Dragon gets in the match, we get a rematch of a rematch of a rematch. Chase, Dragon, and Lamin being in the match again would be absolutely hilarious. It really, really would. A rematch of Rumble. By the way, if Chase Cruz wins that Mania, dare I say, he may be the greatest Intercontinental Champion we've ever seen. Because I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think anyone's ever retained the Intercontinental Classic, if I'm not mistaken. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to actually put like IC Classic on the sheet just so I can search for it quicker. Regents Mania 1, the Intercontinental, that was a 1-on-1, Tyler West and Bob Bryan. So it didn't start until Regents Mania 2, I believe. Regents Mania 2. Nick Travis, Luka Novak, Tyler Howard, Dragon, Bob Bryan, Daniel Black. Yeah, Daniel Black lost the championship there. And then Regents Mania 3, Norm lost it in the ladder match and Hart won it. So yeah, it's been there 2 times and never been retained. Ladies and gentlemen, Hart and Nick Travis won it indeed. New look Romanic, the Randomizer Champion. New haircut for him. New attire. I think the attire's an upgrade. I think the hair's an upgrade too. I think overall, it is an upgrade. Having said that, I'd like to see GMK into welcoming Cal Frizz. I've heard your attire is all ready for you. So hopefully we'll see you next week, potentially on Toxic, if it's all ready, my friend. As Romanic wants to get World Warzone going for this penultimate match. Champ versus champ action. And Joko, I agree with you. So like I said before, I would love to see Luka in the match. I would love to see Drew in the match. I would love to see GMK in the match. I would love to see Lamin in the match. And I would love to see Dragon in the match. All of these people fighting for the qualifiers, I would love to see all of them in the match. Of course, that's not how it works, unfortunately, but I would love to see it. Romanic looks ready. Romanic and GMK. I mean, these two look like they could go for about half an hour, folks. You know what I mean? They really, really do. Put a 1 if you think GMK wins. Put a 2 if you think Dragon Romanic wins. Give me one more day. No matter who wins, we win. I agree. I think there's a lot of great challengers on World Warzone, Jocko. I really, really do. I mean, these sort of names are what I thought the illustrious tournament was going to be. The Lamins, the Dragons, the GMKs, the Lucas, but JC and Crazy's the final. I'm not mad at it, though. I think that's fun as well. I think sometimes it's fun when you switch the mid-card and the world title scene. Like, right now on Fury, the mid-card US title is Jocko, Daniel, RK. 3 names you expect to be going for the world title at all times. But sometimes changing it is fun as well. And it gives fresh air and breath to some of the other championships. Like, Sibs is still Universal Champion, going up against JC or Crazy. But these, you know, world title main names, they're still fighting for championships and getting that prestige of the mid-card titles up at the same time. I love it, dude. I'm glad this year's tournament is... See, that's what I'm saying, Joe. I agree. I agree. As much as I thought it was going to be like a Dragon, a Lamin, something like that, I agree. I think JC vs Crazy is a fun match. And JC's been cooking, Crazy's been dominating. I think it's going to be a great match. And I think the winner will obviously deserve to go to Regents Mania and earn their spot. I think it's great. I think it's great. I really, really do. I really, really do. I think it's great. Romana goes up top with GMK. Looking up for a superplex. Both superstars down on the logo. I like Romanic's new look. I mean, black and red is very overdone in RPW, but it's a nice attire. I love the new trim. I think it looks very clean. Might get mine like that if I'm honest with you. Big, oh, power slam. Ralph, referee in this one. Gio, Dragon Romanic catching the foot of GMK. This will be Romanic's second Intercontinental Classic, ladies and gentlemen. I believe the only superstar to be in both, to be in 2. I might be wrong on that, actually. I might be wrong on that. Big super kick connected. This is the type of match. It could either take 5 spears or 1 spear. 5 South 1-9s or 1 South 1-9. You know what I mean? Nice cross body. I don't think GMK's hit a move yet. I think it's all been Dragon Romanic thus far in the penultimate match of World Warzone. Of course, still the main event to come. Nicolo Grady, Bobby Geis, and Sienna Violet, ladies and gentlemen. Winner also goes to Mania. I like that we're getting a lot of Mania names early on. It's only the 9th of February, but remember, 28th of February, just under 19 days, ladies and gentlemen, we are having night 1 of Regents Mania. So the GMs know they got to get these Mania qualifications going. And we are getting them here today. GMK with a roller. Fat chance of winning off that, though. Starting moonsault. No pinfall. Smart. Maybe go up top. GMK. No. He takes a breather. Gets the crowd going. Cruiserweight champion. Over in the corner. Cruiserweight champion missing an open springboard. Mistimed it. Calculated it. Hopefully he can make up for something big. A super kick of his own. Tiffany Wu not happy with Vince Shimon. I've heard she's sort of having a bit of a throw about backstage, ladies and gentlemen. After getting the loss. And Alexia Coldwell getting the win. Romanic venturing to that top turnbuckle. New look for Romanic. I think if Romanic wins this, a lot of people might start getting a haircut. Because my goodness, Romanic has been... I mean, this is against a 100-day Cruiserweight champion. Romanic shave off a few pounds. He used to former Cruiserweight champion himself. GMK might be in trouble if Romanic ever shaves off a few pounds. Because Romanic is cooking. There we go, GMK. This is more like it, ladies and gentlemen. Sweeping that leg. Now, what needs to keep on the momentum does GMK with a big move. And here we go. I told you, ladies and gentlemen, Romanic being set up for the South 1-9. Oh, we grabbed the leg. I don't think I've ever seen anyone reverse that before. Goodness gracious me. I don't think I've ever seen someone reverse that in all my time. Big drop kick to the chest. I really don't. Romanic over to the corner. Would be seen if GMK now reverses this. He's very close. He just jumps right into him. Didn't get the run up, but he did not need it, ladies and gentlemen. Romanic to go back to Regents Mania. 1, 2, 3. I told you either 1 spear or 5. And that reversal of the South 1-9 was all it took, ladies and gentlemen. That headbutt. Very, very dangerous. Romanic, Chase Cruz, and Lamin. Of course, those 3 are the first 3 confirmed. The rematch from Regents Rumble, ladies and gentlemen. Very one-sided, Maria. Interesting. The rematch from Regents Rumble are going back. This time at Regents Mania. You know what? I'm here for that. I think it's great. It's funny because last year, Romanic lost to RK at Rumble, then had a rematch and won at Mania against RK. Obviously, there's going to be 3 more superstars. It's not just Chase, Lamin, and Dragon. There's going to be 3 more superstars this time. But still, right now, it is kind of a rematch. He's going back for the IC. He has experience in the Intercontinental tradition now as well, the IC Classic. He has experience in these ladder matches. So, who knows, ladies and gentlemen, as we move on to the main event of WoW Warzone. Gonna be a long show today. I'm not against it, though. I'm not against it. Fatal 4-way. #1 contender match. The winner also goes to Regents Mania in the prestigious Championship Scramble. Remember, Hope Eternal will be defending in a 6-woman Championship Scramble. There will be a timer for the match. If you get a pinfall or submission, you become champion, but it only matters when that bell ends. Then, whoever is the final champion, they walk away with the prestigious championship, ladies and gentlemen. We know Hope Eternal's going to be there. We know Haley Calco, Olivia Laurent, and Cheese are going to be there. Already a stacked up match. We get 1 WoW Warzone female, and then 1 more Friday Night Fury. 1 door closed means another is wide open. Luke and Rain, all eyes are on you. GMK and Rex vs Luke and Rain at Mania. I'd pop for that, to be fair. I would pop for that. I really, really would. Ladies and gentlemen. I really, really would. Here we go. And there is Nicole O'Grady. GMK says, come on, Sienna. Of course. Rooting her on again already, Nicole O'Grady. Now remember, last week, Nicole actually beat Bobby in a one-on-one match, ladies and gentlemen. Quite surprising to some people. Quite surprising to some people. Get my little heater on. And now Nicole has a chance to go back to Mania for the prestigious championship. Imagine Nicole beats Bobby for that Evolution. That would be a crazy match as well. But Nicole could have potentially a massive back-to-back couple weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, potentially a massive back-to-back couple weeks. The Goddess involved again. One of the greatest rookies this year so far, Geist, involved as well as the lights flash on and off. Put a 1 if you think Sienna wins. Put a 2 if you think Nicole wins. Put a 3 if you think Geist wins. And put a 4 if you think the Goddess will win and go to Regents Mania, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, Nicole and Bobby have Regents Mania experience. Sienna and Geist a little bit less so. But still, this is anyone's match. That is for sure. Anyone's chance to join Hope Eternal and the 3 Fury females for that prestigious championship. GMK rooting for Sienna Violet. I like to see the support that you give for Evolution. GMK right now will not be in that ladder match. Again, maybe there'll be another chance. Who knows? You do still have the Cruiserweight Championship. Maybe you make a play for the RPW tag titles. Who knows? 3 superstars in the ring. 1 left to go. And that is the Evolution champion, the Goddess. Ladies and gentlemen, what is a championship scramble? So a championship scramble, I believe we've only ever had 1 in RPW history. It was one of my favorite matches a couple years ago at Beach Bash. Basically, there will be a timer on screen, Maria. It may be 20 minutes, 15, 30. I don't know yet, but there'll be a timer on screen. And basically, it's a it's a 6-woman match. So there's 6 females in the ring. If you get a pinfall, the bell rings and you become the standing champion. When the timer... So, someone could pin someone, they become champion. Someone pins someone else, they become champion. The title moves around. As soon as the timer lands on 0, whoever got the last pinfall, so it's not the most pinfalls, there's not a score. Whoever gets the final pinfall or submission, they walk away with the championship. It's a very fun match type. And it could come down right to the end. Very, very fun. As Ralph goes over. Opens up the rope for the Goddess. Evolution Championship. What a big circle play, dude. Life doesn't always give you what you want, so be ready to be disappointed. It's very cool. We'll be waiting here for you if you choose to do something. GMK. Little shimmy by the Goddess. Also, Aura. That is the Evolution Champion. She currently holds the record for longest women championship reign from a couple of years ago. 398 day with the Women's World Championship. I mean, Hope Eternal's getting close now. Hope Eternal's on 322. So she's getting close, but she's not there yet. Fatal 4-way main event. Winner goes to Regents Mania in the prestigious championship scramble. Nicole O'Grady, Santa Violet, Bobby, and Geist. Maria, have you seen any superstars today just from this show that you sort of see and think, oh, they look kind of good, kind of decent? Obviously, it's your first show, I'm guessing, so you might not know too many, but any names standing out to you early doors, or you still gotta have a look around at some challengers, some superstars? Nicole and Bobby going at it yet again. 76 days to go. Is that what it is? Good number. Interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very interesting. Love the face, Jocko. I wish they worked down here. Awesome. Hard to know. Yeah, that is fair. That is fair. Again, we have the spreadsheet to check some percentages as well, which I think is very, very nice. I don't know which way to go for this. Nicole beat Bobby last week. Geist is a very unpredictable rookie. Sienna could snatch a victory, and then the Goddess is the Goddess. As she goes under the ring. Gets out one of those kendo sticks that we saw earlier in the triple threat. Great show today, by the way, Jocko. Really good show. Really highlighting the World Warzone talent. Made Daniel, the Fury superstar, look bad as well. Who's also, obviously, made it known he doesn't like you. So I think you would like that, Sinner and Nicole teaming up against the Goddess. I think that's smart. I think team up against the Goddess. I mean, I think we know the Goddess is clearly the best superstar in this match. So sometimes it's smart to team up and focus on these stronger superstars to try and make your pathway a little bit easier. That's for sure. I don't think it's a bad decision to make at all. As all four superstars down on the mat. The Goddess, the only one left standing. Kick to the midsection. Ay, ay, ay. Bodies flying everywhere. Geist from the middle rope. Nicole goes over to the corner. Nicole with the handstand and the big kick down on the Goddess. I love that Geist. Crowd sign, very, very cool. There's a table by Geist. The crowd have been chanting for it. They've been waiting for it. Who remembers Terry Goodwell getting scammed in the UK Scramble? He had, I believe it was Austin Palmer, tapping out just outside over there. But the ref did not see it. I think it was Ron actually, but the ref did not see it. What a moment. Again, I think that's top 5 favorite matches of all time for me personally in RPW history. Top 5 favorite. It really, really is. Top 5 favorite matches of all time, man. Absolutely historic. Absolutely historic. Can't believe the season's coming to an end. I mean, that was Beach Bash. If we think of Beach Bash last year, I mean, that was half a year ago now. I'm back in summertime. Like 4 or 5 months ago. Best worst move by Nicole O'Grady. Good to see the tradition remains alive and well. Hopefully we see that in Season 5 continue. That's going to be fun, seeing that in Season 5 for the first time, if it continues. I'm going to keep an eye out for it, that's for sure. Big suplex. Nicole O'Grady. That girl bouncy. This season felt faster than last one. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I think every time we get to this sort of in-between Rumble and Mania period, I think it always feels that way as well. I think it feels that way every year of just the season has flown by. Mania's next. I mean, we are officially in Mania month. Mania Night 1 is the end of this month, which is crazy to say. It really is. It really is. New show intros, new altogether intro. New superstars, new draft, new awards, new tier list. It's going to be exciting, man. It's going to be very exciting. That's for sure. What will Season 5 bring? I mean, this time last year, you was the case in the chamber holder right now. You had your briefcase waiting for Mania, which is crazy to think of. You hadn't won your first world title this time last year. If time passes fast, that means we're having more fun. There we go. Well, that's what we like to hear, eh? It's definitely been a great, like a more chaotic season. There's been a lot going on this year. There's been a lot going on. My goodness. A lot of amazing moments. I mean, moment of the year. I mean, Mania is still to come. Mania won it last year, of course, but moment of the year is always interesting. I mean, will moment of the year top Sims returning? I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be tough. It's going to be very tough. Carnival Part 2 soon. It is crazy to think this time a year ago, the Carnival never happened. You've never been a world champ. Dragon's never been a world champ. He just won Rumble recently. This time last year. RK is world heavyweight champion right now this time last year. Crazy. And now this time, RK might not be going to Mania. Oh, FYF, by the way, Nicole O'Grady on Sienna Violet. Guys, Salter's in though. All four superstars back in the ring. The prestigious championship was going between Hope and Lilith at this point. A year reign is coming up, which is crazy. It is always fun to look back and compare seasons, though. I always get a bit nostalgic, a bit emotional, if I'm honest with you. When you compare older seasons, just when you see, especially when you see it on paper, when you talk about it out loud, the differences of RPW and just how far it's come. I do get a little emotional thinking about it. It is quite crazy. Season 5. Origin is confirmed. New code, toxic GMs. A whole host of new drama, shenanigans, and fun to be had. And who knows how it's going to kick off. Season 4 started hot and heavy with the Carnival, Arcade Dragon, Daniel Little trio. I don't remember what was happening on World Warzone as much. I know that was Fury, and that was sort of like what I remember most. Daniel Dragon and Arcade. I don't really remember too much of what was happening on World Warzone at the start of Season 4. I wonder what Origin's first show is going to look like and how that's going to be received. The awards are going to be fun. This year's Superstar of the Year. Man, oh man. I don't know who the nominees were last year. Of course, RK walked away with it. We've never had a unanimous Superstar of the Year before. That would be... The year we get a unanimous Superstar of the Year, that's going to be cool. That's going to be very, very cool. Sienna back into the ring. My Carnival destroyed the Ministry. Yeah, this time last year, the Ministry was still a thing. The Ministry was still a thing. Poke was still in RPW. Ollie was still in RPW. Lamin and RK were friends. I think they were tag... When did they lose it? No, I think they lost the tag chance before Mania, actually. Again, Lilith was still about... It's crazy, man. Oh, FYF. That's the second to Sienna. That's the second to Sienna. Nicole does not pin, though. Nicole does not pin. Guys, big knee strike up in the corner. Second FYF to Sienna Violet, ladies and gentlemen. Sienna is stunned after getting 2 heels right to the face. And again, you got to look for those superstars who have taken the most damage, because those superstars are the ones that are most likely to be pinned in future or be submitted in future. After taking all that damage, Nicole breaks up that pinfall. Bobby back up to her feet, hitting Nicole from behind. Back onto the sledgehammer. Sienna has Bobby off the rope, rebound. Goddess reverses. Geist goes flying. Missing her trajectory, though. Sienna, nice reversal. Sienna's hanging with the big dogs, to be fair. She has been hit with 2 FYFs, but she's still hanging in this match. Could maybe make up for things after that GMK loss for Evolution. Back-to-back mega chances for Evolution. Could have been 2 superstars guaranteed for Mania. It could be 0 after this match. But again, she's hanging in the double submission, ladies and gentlemen. Double submission. Ankle lock by Sienna. Oh, guys, looking susceptible to tap out. But Sienna Violet breaks things up before it goes any further. Little double submission was kind of cool. Nice combo there by Sienna Violet. Nicole on the ropes. Main event of World Warzone. And the crowd is absolutely loving it, that's for sure. Winner goes to Regents Mania, which is very exciting indeed. Sienna Violet up top. Looking around. Sienna Violet didn't know where to jump. There's Hurricane Rana. Goddess not really been involved in this match too much. The Goddess, a little bit of struggling a little bit. Dare I say, a lovely moonsault by Sienna Violet. Table slid under the Goddess. Kind of like a magic trick. When you rip the cloth off, but the opposite, you put it under. Geist in the corner. Nicole watching on against Sienna Violet. Looking good. The Goddess reverses. The Goddess reverses again. Running Bulldog from behind. There's a table getting involved. There's a table getting involved. Somehow the table did not get involved. Table set up potentially in the corner, ladies and gentlemen. No, Sienna Violet throws it down. More tag team action from Nicole and Geist. Bobby kicked right in the face. I think there might be some blood on the face of the Goddess after that one. Nicole, nice reversal. Sledgehammer thrown to the back of O'Grady. Sienna Violet forced to roll under that bottom rope. Gets back in the ring. Over in the corner. Goddess and Nicole O'Grady. Goddess wants revenge. Ladies and gentlemen, the Riptide. Geist is there, though. He does not go to break it up. Gets a 2 count. Geist goes for a submission. Oh, Sienna Violet is tapping. Sienna Violet. No. No bell called. I could have sworn. I could have sworn Sienna Violet was tapping. Bobby goes for the exact same submission. We might need some VAR on that. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it was the opposite arm. The arm was hidden from Ralph. Oh, golly gosh. I mean, GMK is going to keep quiet. Ref has no eyes. I will say, if that happened for Sienna, like if Sienna was the one making Guy step out, GMK would be screaming right now. GMK would be screaming. Cover by Geist, 2 count. And a kick out. Oh, wow. The rookie Geist just had Regents Mania ripped from underneath her. That is barbaric, ladies and gentlemen. We spoke about Terry Goodwill getting screwed earlier. Geist is going to be fuming. There's an FYF right across the face, ladies and gentlemen. But the Goddess is right there. Nicole's dishing out FYFs like no one's business. Left and right. She gets dumped up and over. Oh, Sienna back first into the turnbuckle. Nicole is trying so hard. Goddess talking as she's fighting from in the ring. Another riptide, but Nicole rolls in. Goddess doesn't pin, which is smart. Reverses Nicole O'Grady. She did tap, I saw it, but it's not in my jurisdiction. Again, you say not in your jurisdiction, but if Sienna made someone else tap out, you would be screaming your head off right now. You would not be saying it's not in your jurisdiction. Which is fair enough, like she's in your team. I get you, you know, you'd be angry and want to back her, but it is a little bit funny. Goddess gone for a lot of submissions today, which we don't normally see her go for. A lot of submissions. Guys, pops up out of nowhere. Big kick by the Goddess Nicole. We know she liked the kicks. There is the super kick. Sienna Violet. Bobby rolls out. Sienna Violet. Well, she got screwed out, ladies and gentlemen. Going for a swinging neck breaker. Nicole O'Grady absolutely planted. But instantly kicked out. I was trying to get the camera around. Absolutely. Oh, sorry. Instantly kicked out that one. I was trying to get the right camera. Buttons are very confusing. Nicole and guys standing. Guys flying with a springboard. No one home, though. What a main event. My throat is absolutely shot. What a main event, though. Dude, Mania is going to be busy. Whoa, Warzone. Toxic Fury, then 2 Manias. It's going to be a 4 days in a row of RPW. Toxic Fury, night 1, night 2. There's going to be four RPW shows in a row. Can we get Miles for one of them? Can we get Miles? 4 shows in a row. Goodness gracious me. Am I capable? I think we'll be fine. Nice kick up top by Bobby. What a main event, man. This is why the women main evented Rumble as well. They deserve to. 100%. The women's division has been electric. Oh, that would have been cool, Sienna. That would have been very cool. 4 in a row, 5 overall. It's going to be a busy week. And then after that, we have the awards. We have the tier list. We have the overall cards. We have the draft. We could see like 10 RPW shows in a row. Goodness gracious me, man. I remember the joke made last year that the season there'll be 4 shows in a row for Mania Week. Oh, we actually did make that joke, and it came. People said Regents Mania 4. There's gonna be 4. We actually did make that joke, and it fucking came through. Came true. Busy couple weeks. It came true. How's the tier list looking? It came true. Geist and Nicole on the outside. Sienna and Bobby in the roll. Sienna and Bobby's a great one-on-one, you know. That is a great one-on-one. Shut up. I try, man. I try. I ask every now and then just to keep it fresh, you know. Not to nag on and on. And maybe RK can commentate Toxic to ease your job. True. If he's not booked, true. I mean, it depends if they want to book him or not, I guess. It would definitely help my throat a little bit, though. Having RK be able to commentate. Sienna Violet with the pinfall. Guys goes in to break it up. And Sienna gets the steel chair right across the face. And some extracurricular. Hey, I love stressing his throat. Let's calm down here, guys. Nicole with a loser sign. Hey! I don't think that was smart, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think that was smart by Nicole O'Grady. Nice kick by the Goddess, setting up perfectly, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time today in the main event, a twisted bomb to Sienna Violet. Geist is not going to be fast enough. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, the Goddess is going to Regents Mania against Haley Calcote, Olivia Laurent, the Liberty Champion, mozzarella cheese, and the longest ever RPW prestigious champion, the leader of the Final Testament, the 2026 Women's Regents Rumble winner. Ladies and gentlemen of Regents Mania, the championship scramble as she joins.
of all the empty vessels scraping for a false dream, of all the deluded souls clawing for meaning in the blood-soaked pages of my scripture. Of course it is you who will join the others in standing across from me in my ritual, like a parasite drawn to the warmth of divinity. How many times must you fail before you finally understand? Yet here you are, daring to step into my path, letting me use your body for my new world's birth. You are one of the final lies this world needs to purge, and when I gut you before my congregation, when your blood soaks the seal, and your bones fracture beneath my heel, all from the faithful, the doubters and even the heretics will understand my truth. I am nearing your record you hold so dear. Though a record of days matters not to one who reigns eternally, it will be so sweet to take your greatest pride and grind it to nothing but marrow. You will not be remembered as the woman who reigned for 398 days. You will be remembered as the woman who bled so beautifully beneath the one who reigned forever. You are a gift I will sacrifice, a vessel of a broken legacy in a forgotten era. After we have concluded our little dance, I will display you as a warning to every soul still clinging to the lie of resistance. Welcome to your final burial, false prophet. I will enjoy this very much